My name is Constantine Thalassinos, a subdeacon from the Greek Orthodox Church.
Keep talking. Don't come to me.
My father came to America in 1939.
Stay there. Stay there.
He was ordained by Archbishop Michael. His first church was in Toronto, Canada, to bring his mother. And when he came to Chicago, he was given Assumption Greek Orthodox Church on Central and Harrison, where he had 20,000 people. He was also a theologian professor. In Greece, he was given, he was made a theologian. Archbishop Michael had seen a miracle. The lady who was blind, we have the Holy Unction, through prayer, got her eyesight back.
Wow. How did your father become a priest? What is that story?
My dad always wanted to be a priest from a boy, but he was invited by Archbishop Michael to be a priest.
I see.
Because he knew that my dad was very educated. So the Archbishop told him, he said, I want to ordain you as a priest. And since he was already married, he accepted to become an Orthodox priest.
Can you tell me one memory of your father that most stands out and touches your heart personally?
Well, with me, the biggest memory was when they used to carry the big cross around the church, at the church on Central and Harrison, where the bells would ring and the cross would go down into the stand. It would really sound realistic, and you'd feel as though Christ was actually being crucified. And my dad used to say a beautiful prayer. It's very hard to pronounce in English, but it was very moving.
Did you yourself have a conversion experience in your devotional life, or were you always... You're a very faithful man, and you had a wonderful father. Did you always have a faith, or how did that work?
I always did, from a boy. I became an altar boy from 5 years old, and I always wanted to be a priest from a boy. I even know the Greek Orthodox liturgy by heart, the different prayers.
Well, do you think you might become a priest?
If I ever get married...
I don't understand that. Do you have to get married? Why don't you get married? Why don't you become a priest without being married?
You can be a priest without being married, but then you're lonely. Mm-hmm. You go for bishop, sometimes they make you, sometimes they don't. And my dad used to tell me it's always good to have a family, because we used to have Bishop Meletius, the former bishop of Chicago. He used to come to our house and say, Father, you have a family, and I don't. And my dad used to say, that's why it's always better to have a family and not to be alone. Because, you know, it's not for sure that they're going to make you bishop.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell me something, though. You know, when you are devoted to God,
right,
He fills all those empty spaces in your heart.
Right, He fills all those empty spaces. And
so isn't that enough?
I think for me that would be enough, you know. I realized that because when I got hit on the Green Line going home, I got hit in the face about 2 weeks ago, the Lord wanted me to live. I had a situation with a guy riding a bicycle. He just got up and started hitting me in the head for no reason. So the other passenger told him to stop hitting me, and he had called the conductor. But I got a police report on the person, so I realized that the Lord has a place for me somewhere.
So do you think you might?
Eventually, I will become a priest someday, I hope.
Thank you so much, Constantine.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, sir. Constantine, here we are back again. It's been about a week since our last conversation. And tell me, Constantine, one thought that I had is that if you never become a priest, then how do you deal with that inside yourself?
You're a lay priest. In other words, you're a spiritual leader. You go around helping people, bringing people closer to God, giving devotion to different people, and your love. My dad used to do that, but the Greek word is hierokirika.
Okay. So do you think that you are where God has you right now? Is that okay with you?
For me, it's fine. It means that the Holy Spirit is with me, and I do the Lord's work, you know, without being an ordained priest.
Okay, that's wonderful, Constantine. I have enjoyed getting to know you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, I think you're a good person. You do an excellent job.
Well, thanks,
And
Constantine.
may the Lord be with you.
Thank you, Constantine. With you also.